Bang! Boom! Guess what, guys? You're gonna need to take your seatbelt off because you're gonna want to jump around on this one. Yeah, I see your comments, guys. I wanted to prove I could go live by my lonesome, and I can. And you're gonna watch, and you're gonna enjoy it. So, let's do this, guys. Trucking City Media says trying to dodge my friends on YouTube. LOL. Well, if I was trying to dodge my friends, I don't think I'd be live on YouTube. So, by the way, if you're out there, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me. That would be great. And also give me a thumbs up on the video too. That would be awesome too. Oh, I see. We aren't special enough to be in your YouTube lives. Quiet, grumpy man. Ha! All right, guys. So, I actually have a purpose for coming on today. Here, let's get rid of that comment. I actually have a purpose for coming on today. I always hear about how easy trucking is. Is trucking really that hard? What is the hardest part of trucking? If you had to pick one, what's the one thing you'd say would be the hardest part of trucking? I'll give you some options too. You could say other drivers, because the four-wheelers and some of the semi-truck drivers, man, they drive us crazy. You could say mental stress, obviously. You could say emotional stress, if you're emo. You could say not being home enough or not going home at all. If you're over the road, not going home for long periods of time, any of those would work. How about physical stress? Depending on what type of trucker you are, there is a lot of physical stress in some of the trucking jobs. When you're a door dummy like me, not so much, but you get the point. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Make sure you put it in the comment section. What do you think the hardest part of trucking is? And if you're not a truck driver, what do you think the hardest part is if you were a truck driver? You know, let's play it like that, all right, guys? So, all right, we got the grumpy old man saying something down here. If you have a family living, wait, if you have a family living your family, leaving your family. If I could read, that would be a much less stressful part of making it live. Um, if you have a family leaving your family behind, that's one of the hardest things. I'm not telling you mine yet, but that's a good one. Being a company driver. Yeah, that can be hard at times. Then again, it can be easy at times too, because you know what? As a company driver, you don't have near the responsibility you do as an owner operator, but you also don't have the freedoms. So, anybody else out there want to say anything? Anybody else want to let me know what they think? That'd be great. So, I'm going to tell you a little story, and it's not about how hard trucking is. Just curious what you guys think about this. So I am a company driver. I used to be an owner operator, and now I'm a company driver. And yesterday, I shut down for my 10-hour break, and I was really tired, so I just jumped right in the bunk, went right to sleep. Well, while I was sleeping, they took me off the load I was supposed to be on. Granted, I didn't let them know that I wanted the load, but as a company driver, I've never ever turned down a load. Not one time ever have I turned down a load. So, and I had driven like 70 miles towards that load at that point. They took me off that load because they said I didn't let them know that I wanted it. And then they put me on a load that was impossible to run in time. And then they sent 100 messages trying to wake me up. They woke me up after about 3 hours sleep. How are you supposed to run an impossible run with no sleep? I don't know. Well, basically, long story short, they switched it around again, and I got on a different run, and I'm done with that run now. It's the next day, so here I am. But that's part of being a company driver. You get thrown all over the place. Hey, for all the new people jumping in, we're answering a question in the comment section. What's the hardest part of trucking? Or do you think trucking's not hard? All right, can you hear me now? I know there's no sound. Stop telling me there's no sound. Can you hear me now? No? Yes? All right, let me see here. I'm testing it. Oh, look at that. Trucking is dead. I'm really enjoying your videos. Let me see here. I'm testing it. Ah, I'm back. Trucking is dead. I'm really enjoying your videos. All right, so I'm back. All right, good. Got a super chat from Trucking is Dead, which I just saw yesterday for the first time. Now he's sending me money. Gotta love that. Um, I'm really enjoying your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you, thank you. I do work hard on those. Do work very hard on those. Actually, you know, my next live should be is being a YouTuber hard. Ha! Um, so we're talking about is trucking hard, guys. Got 112 people in here. Somebody drop it down in the comments. Is trucking hard? Do you think it's hard? And if it is, what's the hardest part? Is it other drivers, mental stress, emotional stress, not being home enough or at all, physical stress? Physical stress, I would put a disclaimer on because it depends on what type of trucking you're in. If you're a flatbedder, dude, you're working your butt off. But if you're a door dummy like me, not so much. You know what I mean? Kind of lazy. No, just joking. All right, guys. So put it down in the comment section. What do you think the hardest part of trucking is? So far, I think I've heard company driver. I've heard, um, oh, not making it home enough. So all right, so it says, yes, I got my audio back. It works now. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Um, Also, if you just want to leave me a funny comment, I am willing to read most funny comments unless they're just not funny. And I'm willing to answer any questions that you may have about trucking alongside of the besides the is trucking hard. So someone jump in here and ask me a question or tell me a lie, tell me a joke. So for those of you just now jumping in, I got another big burst there. So I'm a truck driver and I'm asking, is trucking really that hard? I get a lot of comments as a trucking YouTuber telling me trucking is one of the easiest jobs in the world. All you do is sit on your butt. I hear that a lot. So I decided to pose this question, and I get a lot of people that aren't truckers in my lives. So go ahead and comment, even if you're not a trucker. Do you think trucking is hard? And if you do think trucking is hard, what is the hardest part? Is it other drivers, because the four wheelers and some of the semi truck drivers, man, just saying, I can't tell you how many times a day I save their life and they almost kill me. So, mental stress, same thing. Emotional stress, not being at home, physical stress. Guys, what do you guys think? Hey, grumpy old trucker, what, besides not being at home, what do you think the hardest part of trucking is? And Trucking City Media. By the way, those are both channels. You need to go check them out. Give them a thumbs up, a subscribe, a follow, all the little things you can do with that stuff. By the way, also with mine, go give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Yep, see, one of those right over there, right there. See that? Do that right there. Okay, guys? And make sure if you're not subscribed, you go subscribe and you ring that bell. Guys, what is the hardest part of trucking? Guys, we're almost like, I just jumped over like 200. Guys, there's 200 people in here and I'm not getting any comments. You, hey, you right there. What is the hardest part of trucking? What do you think the hardest part of trucking is? Yeah, I'm talking to you right there. Yeah, yeah. Comment. All right. Trucking City Media says your diet. What are you trying to say about my diet? Man, judging me by the way I eat, that is not right. My goodness, how dare you do that? How you doing, man? Hey guys, thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it. If you're not going to answer the question, I'm probably not going to read it unless you have a funny joke or a great comment. If you come up with one of those two, then I'll answer your question. Joey C., thank you for coming in. Anthony, thank you for coming in. The hardest part of trucking is STDs. Okay, Anthony, I'm gonna give you one of these. That was funny. There probably was a time in trucking that was true. Not so much anymore. It's not really a thing. Well, at least in my opinion, it's not. But maybe there is a thing out there. I don't know. But do you think it's other drivers? Is that an option? Do you think mental stress, emotional stress, not being at home? All right, what do we got here? Oh, now we're getting some comments. Yeah, that's right. You. Thank you for the comment. All right. Joey, can you do a shout out to my mom? Hey, Joey's mom. Woo! Shout out to you for raising Joey. Good job. Seems like he's a good person. There you go. All right. Brandy, reckless drivers. Yes, I would agree with that. Reckless drivers is definitely one of the top ones for sure. Hey Joey. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay. He wants me to do a shout out for his mom. Here, I'm gonna do this real quick. He wants to do a shout out for his mom. That's his mom. It's Anita. Hey Anita, I want to say good job with Joey. Good job. Shout out to you. Respect. All right. Brandy says reckless driving. Brandy says reckless driving. I would agree with that. Definitely. Guys, if you're not a truck driver, don't be afraid to comment. I'm okay with non-truck drivers telling me what they think. I'm definitely okay with that. Hey, bro. How you doing, CCCXX? Gas Johnson? Why are Swift drivers so bad? Ha! Ha! Wow, we're going to dig in deep on that one. Well, that's one of the many questions in life I cannot answer. Why are Swift drivers so bad? I would say lack of training, lack of experience, and sometimes the black cloud hangs over you just because of the name on your truck. Just saying. Um, that's a good question though. Dotson Blake. Stopping a road train in an emergency situation. A road train? Dude, tell me you're from Australia. Please tell me you're from Australia. A road train, you got to be from Australia. Much respect if you are a driver in Australia. I have a dream. I didn't have a dream, but I have a dream in the future of going to Australia and driving one of those road trains. I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with them. I watch videos about them. I post videos about them. I'm just obsessed with it. Someday I'm going to make it down there. I'm going to go down under and drive a road train. Unless you want to do that for me, Dustin, that'd be great. CCCXX. Hi, bro. How you doing, bro? You a truck driver? Hey, also, Dustin, are you a truck driver? Gas Johnson, are you a truck driver? I'm surprised no one's really saying mental stress, emotional stress, not being home. I heard once. Guys, I will tell you, I have three that are on top for me. My top three are the mental stress. And the reason why I say mental stress is because when you're driving around the road, you have these not so good drivers that are doing not so safe things. And I'm not just talking about car drivers. I'm also talking about truck drivers that aren't acting very professional, might I say, not doing very safe things. And that's mentally very stressful because you never know what's going to happen next. And you got to prepare for everything, the unexpected, and you got to predict it before it happens. Otherwise, in a semi truck, 80,000 pounds stopping, not a thing. All right. So that was my number one. I'll go to number two here in a minute. Let's read some more comments. Brandy says, I deal with truckers every day for my job. They are some of the best people out there, and for what they, okay, it jumped on me, sorry. For what they do, they don't get paid enough. Brandy, I'm liking you already, just saying. Yeah, there are some great truckers out here. There really are. There are also some not so great truckers, but yeah, I appreciate you supporting our industry. You said you were around them every day. I'm guessing you work at a shipper or receiver, or maybe you're a broker or a driver manager or a something like that. Let me know. That's awesome. It's awesome. Gas Johnson says, not a truck driver, but have friends who are. Don't we all? Guys, honestly, I don't know if there's that many people in this world that don't know a truck driver. I mean, think about it. If there's, I think the last I heard 3.5 million truck drivers out here. So 3.5 million, and there's what, like 350 million people. So it's that 1% of the population. But that 1% spread out over the entire nation. And I mean, just me alone. Before I was a truck driver, I knew like three or four. Now I know hundreds. And because of YouTube, I probably know thousands. So, yeah, and if you know any truck drivers that would love to watch some great viral videos, send them over to my channel and some great trucker stories too. And if you haven't seen it yet, my one I dropped a couple days ago, wow, wow, my favorite video I've ever made. So for once, I was being serious. I know it's hard to believe. So, because it's a choice. All right, Trucking the State of Media. I might have lost you on that one because it's a choice. It's hard because it's a choice? No, I don't think that makes it hard. All right, so we got here, we got my drill sergeant said if someone caused stress, I should remove it from existence. My drill sergeant said if something causes stress, I should. Midlife trucker, you're funny. I just, it took a minute. Sorry. I was driving all night, guys. I'm done driving for the day. And before I jump back there to go to sleep, I just thought I'd jump on here and pose the question, the most stressful thing, the hardest thing about trucking, or if you don't think it's hard, put it in the comment section. So, how you doing, Midlife? Oh, look at that. The grumpy old trucker weighing in with $1. Guys, thank you. You didn't have to do that, guys. I do accept super chats. I do accept members. By the way, I have a new membership video coming out. It's going to be awesome. If you want to know more about me as a person not on YouTube, that's the video to watch. Just saying. All right. Thank you, Grumpy. I really do appreciate it. You know what? For a grumpy old guy, you're not too bad of a guy. All right. Security guard. Security guard? Oh, you're a security guard, duh. Sorry, guys. Been driving all night, like I said. Woo. Oh, that's cool. You're a security guard. Yeah, that's awesome. Probably at a shipper or receiver. Well, I'll tell you what. I do appreciate that you support trucking, and kudos. Keep them safe out there. Can I do this? Why am I doing this? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Midlife trucker says 3.5 million truck drivers and 3.5 million truck drivers and 349 million talk about how bad the industry is. That's not true, man. You know what? I think the loud vocal people are actually outnumbered by the quiet people that support us. Because from my experience, most people actually support trucking. It's just those loud people that just keep screaming from the mountaintops how horrible we are. We're not. Look, truckers are people too. We're not pieces of machinery. You know what I mean, guys? We're out here making a living, paying our bills, bringing stuff to you so that you can have stuff. As a good friend of mine says, the trucks bring you the stuff, but the drivers are all that matters. No, that's not what he says. Whatever. Right now, there's a Trucking City Media is driving down the road probably right about now. He's listening on his phone, probably screaming at me, "You messed that all up!" Ha! I meant to mess it up. Mr. Strawberry, follow your dream and passion. I agree. Hey, look at me. I'm 52 years old. I've only been driving 7 years. I didn't start as a spring chicken, okay? I'm kind of new into this industry, but I love this industry. I've always wanted to be a trucker, and I finally got the opportunity. My kids grew up, and we're ready to move out. My wife said, "Hey, you always want to be a trucker? Go do your thing." So I did. And man, I don't regret a second of it. I love the industry, love the truck driving, love being out here, and a high percentage of the truck drivers are very good people, very professional people. They work hard at their job. Unfortunately, there's a small section of that population that they're not so good truck drivers out there. But most of them are very, very good. Thank you, Mr. Strawberry. I really do appreciate it. Um, the grumpy old trucker. There's that grumpy old bastard again. Trucking is a lifestyle, not just a paycheck. You must be very dedicated to your job, and it's not for the weak. All true, all true. I will say it's not a job at all. I will say it's a career, and it is a lifestyle. If you come out here just thinking you're going to get rich, like a get rich quick type of thing, I'm telling you right now, you are wasting your time because, oh, that's really cool. I'll get to you in a second. That's really awesome. You are wasting your time because trucking is a lifestyle, and there's going to be years you don't make a lot of money. There's going to be years you make tons of money. Depends on your company. Depends on if you're owner operator. Depends on if you're a carrier, how many trucks you have out, what the market's like, what the loads are like. There's a lot that goes into it. But the thing is if you don't love being a truck driver in those hard times, you won't continue to be one. So that's my advice to anybody that's new out there. All right, so what we got here? We got Trucking City Media just gifted somebody a membership. Wow, dude, you didn't need to do that. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. How do I do that? How do we do this? Ah, there it is, confetti falling. Woo! Thank you guys. I really do appreciate the support. Oh man, man, look at this midlife trucker, man. I'll tell you what, for being a middle-aged guy, I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I love this career. Driving is the easiest part. I agree with that statement. If you're meant to be a truck driver, driving is the best part of being a truck driver. It really is. Maybe not the interactions that we have on the highways, but the driving part. Okay, I've said this so many times, but I'm going to say it again because there's a lot of people in here that probably never seen Drive with John before. They have no idea who I am. So I'm going to say it again. When I'm out on the road, that's when the world makes sense to me. When I'm driving down the highway, I can solve all the problems I have. I can fix problems. In my head, the world makes sense. As soon as those tires stop rolling, the world's chaos again. I don't know what it is, but that's my happy place. When I'm out there holding the steering wheel, navigating, I'm telling you, that's my happy place. I'm thinking there's a lot more truck drivers like me out there. Thank you for the super chat, Midlife Trucker. I really do appreciate it. Let's give you some fireworks. Woo! All right. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, there we go. We got the Grumpy Old Trucker in here. Guys, go check out these channels. We got Midlife Trucker. We got Grumpy Old Trucker. We got Trucking City Media. And I don't know who else is in here that's a channel. Who else? I don't know. I can't tell if anybody else in here is a channel. I will say that I did get a super chat earlier from Trucking is Dead. I don't know if he's a channel or not, but I haven't had a chance to go look. But his picture looks like a semi truck. I'm guessing he's a truck driver at least. So, I guess with the thing Trucking is Dead, I guess so. So, all right. So guys, go check out those channels. All right, for all those new people that just jumped in again, because I saw that number jumped up there, we're talking about, is trucking a hard job? And if it is, what is the hardest part about it? And you don't have to be a trucker to answer that question, because you deal with us every day as much as we deal with you. So do you think trucking is a hard job, hard career? And if you do, why do you think it's hard? Do you think it's like the other drivers on the road that's the worst part? Do you think it's the mental stress? Do you think it's the emotional stress, not being at home around your friends and family? What do you think the hardest part of trucking is? Guys, put it down there in the comment section. Yeah, hey, don't swipe away. Go down there and put it in the comment section. Answer that question. All right. It could be the physical stress too. Depending on what kind of truck driver you are. Like if you're a flatbedder, dude, those guys work their butts off. You try throwing a tarp in freezing cold weather with 40-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah. I actually started as a flatbedder for about this long. So, and then I went to being a reefer driver for, how long was I a reefer driver for? 3.5, almost 4 years. Then I went to be I was an owner operator for part of that time. And then I was an owner operator doing a drive-in. And now I'm a company driver drive-in. But I'll probably get back to owner operating someday. All right, we got probably dealing with The dumb drivers. Yeah. I'm saying since you said probably you're not a truck driver, because most truck drivers are pretty passionate about what the worst part is. But yeah, I would say that is definitely that goes along with the mental stress, because you don't actually have to run into the dumb drivers, but knowing that they're out there, you always have to be on your toes. You always have to live in that moment when you're driving, so that one of those dumb drivers don't take you out. So yeah, definitely. Um, I'm about to. That's nice. All right. Joey C, what's that mean? I'm afraid to read it because if I read it wrong, is it going to mean I'm swearing on YouTube? Because I don't want to swear, guy. Joey, I gave your mom a shout out. Remember that? I gave your mom a shout out, Joey. All right. Joey! All right. Kiev, my stepfather is a flatbedder, 8 years and going. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? Respect him. I'm telling you right now, that's a hard job. It's a very hard job. I respect all truck drivers. A little less respect for the bad ones, but most of them are good drivers, professional. They do their job well. They care about the industry. I love that. If you think trucking is hard, put it in the comment section. Tell me what you think the hardest part is. Antifreeze E. Antifreeze E. 2 months out. Are you a brand new driver? Well, welcome to the industry, driver. Hey, do me a favor. Go down and subscribe to Driving with John, Trucking City Media, and the Grumpy Trucker, the Grumpy Trucker on YouTube, and also on Facebook. There's a group called the Grumpy Truckers, something like that. He'll put it down there. He's in the chat. He'll drop a link so you can go check it out. But guys, go check out these channels. And if you're a new driver, these YouTube channels, some of them you got to be careful. They're going to give you information that's not going to help you very much. Some of these channels will help you a lot, but you kind of got to take in all the information, weigh it out, and figure out what works best for you. If you want to hang out with my channel, basically you're going to get viral shorts, you're going to get trucker stories, you're going to get just me being erratic, crazy, and stupid, because that's what I am, and some fun lives too. So welcome in, Antifreeze. Trucking City Media, they run into you. Crazy drivers, they run into you. Yes, I agree. Well, unless you're talking about something else. I mean, if you're in a pasture with a bull, they probably run into you. I don't know. I don't want to get up on a tangent there. Dunn says, hey, bro, ever tried the Tesla semi-truck? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Teslas are very few and far between. If you drive for PepsiCo, there's a few companies out there that use them. The problem with Teslas are they don't have a lot of driving distance, and they can't haul a larger load. So you're not going to find a big part of the trucking community that actually supports it, because especially like over the road truck drivers like myself, I drive, anywhere from 450 to 650 miles a day. Okay. Those trucks can, at max, far out, as far as it can reach, and it's got to go out and back, it's 250 miles. So it can't be over the road. It can only really be a local truck. But no, I never have. And honestly, I probably never will, because I'll never work for a company that hauls loads that they would be able to use a Tesla for. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. Not unless they figure out the whole battery issue. Some distance out of those batteries. So, Smash ER, what are some of the weirdest loads you've ever seen? The weirdest loads I've ever seen. Well, I don't know. I've seen some weird loads, but I will tell you one of the weirdest loads I've ever hauled. And it's not really a weird load. It's just kind of comical. So I went to pick up a load one time, and they didn't tell me what I was picking up. And I backed up to it was one dock in this back alleyway, kind of like out off the beaten path. I think it was in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I backed up to the dock door, and I went up and I knocked, so let them know I was here to pick up the load, gave them the number. And they said, come on in. And I went in, and as I walk in, I look around. It's a warehouse full of cotton candy. Nothing but cotton candy, from wall to wall cotton candy. So I get in there, and I'm like, am I hauling cotton candy? And they said, yeah. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be a heavy load. It was like I forget, it was like 3,000 pounds. It was loaded front to back, top to bottom. It was like 3,000 pounds, lightest load ever. But the coolest thing was they gave me a case, an assorted case of cotton candy to take home to my kids. It was awesome. So, and it was kind of weird because cotton candy, you know what I mean? Um, Other than that, I don't know. I've seen tanks and helicopters and I've seen some weird stuff out here. Can't think of anything on top of my head. Hey, anybody, any truckers out there? The weirdest thing you ever hauled? Let's answer Smash ER's question. Put it in the comment section. So, um, Enterprise E, 2 years in June. Oh, okay. You've been driving 2 years in June. All right. That's awesome, man. Like I said, just the biggest thing I would say to somebody, and you've been here 2 years, so you probably already know this. I mean, I'm not saying after 2 years you're an expert, but everybody by 2 years, you got to know this. Basically driving defensively, taking it easy, staying away from as many vehicles as possible at all times is always your safest bet. So, but yeah, thank you for coming in, Enterprise. Hey, go down and subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and ring that bell, man. I want to see you in more comments. I mean, you and I are going to get to know each other. I'm just saying. And if you become a member, I'm making a membership video that basically this is me on screen, but you get to find out who me on screen is not on screen. You know what I mean? That was confusing. Who I am when I'm not on here. How's that? That makes more sense. You get to find out who I am when I'm not on here. And there's a surprise in that video too. So if you want to become a member, I know one was gifted today. I don't know who got it. I didn't see that pop up, but whoever did, welcome to the team. And guys, go join. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it. Grumpy Old Trucker. Oh, this is, yeah, that's your channel, but go grab your Facebook group and throw it up here. I'm pretty sure you can do that. I don't know. It's an off YouTube link. I don't know if they'll allow that. But if you go to the Grumpy Old Trucker on YouTube and subscribe, and then on Facebook, the Grumpy Old Trucker has a group and a page. The group is called Grumpy Old Truckers, and the page is called The Grumpy Old Trucker, I think. So, all right. And also Trucking City Media. If you're subscribed to my channel, or you're gonna subscribe, or you already have, you're gonna see I go live with Trucking City Media twice a week, usually Wednesday and Saturday, talking about news stories that are pertaining to trucking. It's a fun show, and we get in some really good debates. So you guys should check it out, definitely. You don't have to come to my channel. Go to Trucking City Media and watch it. All right, guys. Visit India. You know what? I've never actually thought about visiting India, but I will tell you, India supports my channel like crazy. On my shorts feed, I had to get a lot of people from India that watch my shorts feed, so I really do appreciate it, guys. That's going out to India for watching my videos. I'm curious, are you a truck driver in India? What do you do? I mean, I love to hear from people from other countries. So I think earlier there was a guy from Australia in here. Oh, there it is, Facebook group. Grumpy Old Truckers. All right. Dangerous road in. You're not gonna make me read cities in India, are you? Guys, you can read that. I put it on the screen. There you go. There's dangerous roads there. I think I've seen a lot of videos from that area on YouTube, actually. So, and by the way, I do make trucker stories. I make trucker story videos. If you're a trucker or you have a story about a trucker, submit it to my email, drivingwithjohntoday@gmail.com. And if I can verify the story and it's a good story, I will definitely make a video out of it. And if you want a shout out for your channel or somebody or something in it, let me know. I'll do that. So, you just call me Pops, Brian? Really? Brian Dietz. What's up, Pops? Do I look like a Pops to you? Well, maybe I do. I am kind of old. Okay. All right, I'll give you that one. I'm probably old enough to be called Pops. But I'm not a Pops. I'm a dad, but I'm not a Pops. But I'm not your dad. I have enough people claiming that, I'm their dad. I'm not your dad. So, driving can't. Okay, no problem, man. Hey, Grumpy Trucker, can you throw Trucking City Media's link in the comments down here? I'd really appreciate it. Or anybody else that happens to be out there. Midlife Trucker says there's other channel on YouTube and TikTok. Midlife Trucker, Tom Bell. Oh, yeah. Sorry, midlife. I just left you out. I feel so bad, guys. Midlife Trucker also has a channel. If you're a new trucker or you've been around for a little while and you want to know more about the finances of being a company driver, his channel is the channel to watch. He goes over every single part of being a truck driver as a company driver when it pertains to finances. And some of his other videos are like, I don't know how to put it. It's like poetry. I'm not joking. Go check out some of his videos. Dude is a wordsmith, like I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe and whatever writer you can think of. He puts all of them to shame. I'm telling you, dude is a wordsmith, man. All right, Smash ER. Is there any robbery or heresy between long haul and short haul local truck? I drive a box moving truck and was always curious. No, no. I don't think so. I mean, I have a buddy that drives for UPS. He drives local. He's probably watching right now. How you doing, bud? Um, yeah, I don't. Not to my knowledge. I mean, maybe there's a idiot trucker out there that hates the other side, but we're all truck drivers. We all get behind the wheel. We're all responsible for the load we haul and everybody around us. So there's kind of like it used to be called the Brotherhood of Trucking, which I believe still exists. Okay. I believe there's a lot of us out here that still have respect for each other. And so, no, I don't think there is any kind of robbery there. Um, maybe, picking on each other a little bit, but not in like a mean way or a wrong way or anything like that. It's it's all out of respect. So, um, call me Mike. Okay, I did. I just called you Mike. Hi, Mike. Hello. How's your Thursday, John? My Thursday is spectacular. I've been driving all night long. I'm done driving, about ready to go catch some Z's for the night, but thought I'd jump on here and just have some fun. Talk about, you know, everybody. I get a lot of comments about how trucking isn't a hard job. All you do is sit on your butt all day. I want to know who actually believes that it's not a hard job. And if you do believe it's a hard job, what makes it so hard? So put that down in the comment section. So, um, midlife trucker totally crushed. Yeah, I know you totally crushed on me. I know you do. It's all right, man. I understand. I'm kind of crushed worthy. You know what I mean? You got all this. Yeah, I get it. You're crushing on me. It's all right, man. It's all right. See, that's the power of being on this side of the camera, is I can make those comments seem like something they're not. It's my fun. It's my show. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tell me, guys. Come on. You know what I mean? All right. Um, Brian just says, I respect. Whoa, comment jumped. I respect all my elders. Dad drove all his life hauling salt out of Elizabeth, New Jersey. All right, man. Dude, I got respect for you and your dad then, because being a trucker's child is not an easy life. Your dad's on the road all the time. When he does get home, he's probably exhausted, stressed out. So I respect you and your dad very, very much. So I appreciate you for coming in the live. Check out, go down and subscribe. I'd like to see you in more of my lives, guys. All you guys, go down and subscribe. I want to see you in all my lives. And go check out Midlife Trucker, Grumpy Trucker, and Truckin' City Media. I think that was all the channels in there. If I get it wrong, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna come up with a nickname for you because I really don't want to mess up your name. I think it's Bershan. I'll call you Bershan. I hope I say that right. I mean no offense if I say it wrong. You're the one that was from India. It says, I love Ice Road Trucker History TV series. Yeah. Oh no, I know that show. Yeah. That's a good show. There's actually a few really good trucking shows out there. There's that one in Canada. It's not a trucking show. It's about tow trucks, but those guys work hard. So I respect them too. What is that called? I think it's called Hell Highway or something like that. If you know, put it down in the comment section, guys. It's that trucking show out of Canada where they're going out and covering all the accidents and stuff. It's crazy. There it is, Trucking City Media. Go check that out with Grumpy Old Trucker and Midlife Trucker, and me, of course. Call Call me Mike. I love that name. It's the easiest name I pronounced all day. Call me Mike. Um, I'm no trucker, but I would assume that the stress and the responsibility would be the hardest. Maybe the hours. Yes. I didn't even consider the hours. That's a whole nother aspect. You know, here's the thing about trucking that most people don't think about. When you're out here on the road, I leave my house and I'm out for 3 weeks, a month, 2 months sometimes at a time. When you're out here, you're never off work. Like you drive your 11-hour shift and you have a 10-hour downtime before you have to drive another 11-hour shift. But even when you're in your 10-hour downtime, you're in your office, you know? So you never actually relax. At least I don't. So like when I'm out for like a month, I'm working for a month straight, day and night, constantly. So yeah, that is a hard part of the job. I should have included that on that list I gave. That's a good point, call me Mike. Not even a trucker, and you got some great insight right there. Um, and the responsibility, the stress and the responsibility, yeah. I'll be honest. I'm kind of a easygoing guy, so I don't really think about the responsibility, but it is huge. It is. That's why I get stressed out about all the crazy drivers out there. Just, well, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm trying not to say any words I shouldn't say on YouTube. All right. So box shoes. How you doing, box shoes? If you have oh, okay. If you have a surplus of income, should I invest in a truck and a driver? I would say no. Okay, if you don't understand the trucking industry, jumping into it as an owner of a carrier, which by the way is not an easy process to become a carrier, so you can't just buy a truck and hire a driver. There's a whole process behind it. If you're interested in that sort of thing, go check out DIY Semi. He's a carrier, he has a channel, and he goes over all the financials, all the steps, everything that you need to do to be a carrier. And his depth of knowledge in that field is way above and beyond anything I've ever heard on YouTube. Straightforward, honest guy. I know the guy personally. Straightforward, honest guy, sincere. Go check out him if that's something you're interested in. But no, if you're not familiar with the trucking industry, do not buy a truck. Do not hire a driver. You're just going to get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. Midlife Trucker says Highway Through Hell. That's what it is. That show up in Canada, Highway Through Hell. Yeah, that's an intense show. I got some major respect for those tow truck drivers out there, man. Standing on the side of the road, idiots just going right by you and they don't even get over. Man, much respect, guys. You guys got cojones like brass, big ones. You know what I mean? Bakshu says, are you finding jobs through a platform or are you cold calling or some other method? I'm not sure how to answer that one. If you're finding jobs, are you referring to company drivers? Referring to company driving, there are some referral services out there, but honestly, I would tell you to do research on your own. Find a couple of companies, research them, keep going until you find a company that makes you really, really, really happy. Yeah, DIY Semi. I'm about ready to read that comment. But yes, DIY Semi. Definitely, when it comes to being a carrier, he's the guy to go check out. He can tell you all about it. Tell him Driving with John sent you. He'll get a kick out of that. He knows me. And then if you're talking about being an owner-operator, they get most of their stuff through brokers or, yes, they do some cold calling to pick up contracts. There's also services you can hire to go pick up contracts for you to get contracted freight. I don't know how far into trucking you are, box shoes, but that's a lot of information right there. But it depends on what aspect of trucking you're referring to. So, and box shoes says DIY Semi. Yeah, that's the channel, guys. If you want to start a carrier, you want to know that aspect of trucking, that is the man to go talk to. That is the man to watch. That is the man to subscribe to. Awesome channel. And I'm not saying that just because he's my friend and I know him. I've actually worked for the guy. Okay, he taught me more in he knows, I'll put it this way, he forgets more every day than most truckers will ever learn. And he won't tell you that. He's modest. Dude is smart as heck, dude. I'm telling you. Have you driven EV? Not in a semi truck, no. Cars I have though. Cars I have, but not in a semi truck. So, uh, do you guys have those over there? Cause you're the one that's from India. Do you guys have EVs over there? Teslas or anything along those lines? I'm curious. I'm really curious about that. Huh? Over in India, do you guys have like battery ran trucks? So make sure you subscribe and come to some of these lives. On Saturday and on Wednesday, I go live with Truckin' City Media. He goes live almost every day with news stories. So go subscribe to his channel. But on my channel, I only do it twice a week. I'm a guest on his show, but we simulcast it to my channel. So go check that out, guys. Go check out his channel. Make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss it. So you can read my message. I did. I just read your message. There you go. Uh, Fabian. Oh, there's another channel, guys. WCF Invader. Go look up Trucking with Liberty. That's WCF Invader. He's awesome. He's awesome in his own right. Before I read his comment, because I know his comment says. Definitely go check out his channel. DIY Semi is a YouTuber legend. I owe a lot to that man. He is what you see. Very good man. Yes, exactly. That's what I was saying. The thing is he's so humble and modest about it. You would never know. Like that dude has more knowledge in his pinky than I'll ever know about trucking, and I'm not joking. Like, but you'll never know that. He'll never admit to that. You'll know that. You watch one of his videos. Go watch one actual trucking video, not like a goofing around live video, and you will learn. I guarantee you'll learn something in that video. Promise you. I feel like I'm just like crushing on the guy, but I'm not. He's that good, seriously. Um, yes, we have. I forget what you asked me. Oh, yes, you have the EVs. That's cool, man. That's cool. So, are you a truck driver? I don't think you mentioned that to me or not. Maybe I asked you that already. I don't know. This is all blending together. I'm tired, guys. I just got done driving all night. So, Truckin' City Media says, thanks, John. No, thank you, man. Thank you for bringing us the great news with an attitude every Saturday, Wednesday, and most other nights of the week on Truckin' City Media. Be there, be square, or you hate trucking, and we all know it because you're not there. Ha! All right. I'm taking commission on that one, by the way. Jeff F. Michael. Hi. Oh, okay. Good question. Hi. In your opinion, which industry in trucking is the highest paying? I don't know all the different niches. See, in trucking, it's an ebb and flow thing too. I've heard tankers pay really well, but then I hear they're not sometimes. I hear flatbedders pay really well, and then I hear sometimes they're not. Reaper does pay well. I've been in Reaper. I don't think it's the highest paying, but I've been in Reaper. I've been in flatbed. I've been in dry van. It's not so much what style, unless you're talking about like heavy haul. There's some real specialized niches in trucking where they get paid extremely well, but the risk is much higher and the reward is much higher. So it kind of goes along with the game. You know what I mean? I would do your research if you're thinking about getting into an industry and it's all about money for you, which I would caution you not to do that. If it's all about money, it's probably not for you. But if it is, do your research. Figure out what you think you want to do. Look into heavy haul. Look into step deck, flatbed, tanker. If you get with a really good reefer company, some of them can pay really well. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a dry box driver. You know, I draw a dry van behind me, and I get paid very well. I think I get paid a lot more than a lot of other niches in trucking, but that's just me. And I also got to make up from when I was an owner operator and fell flat on my face. What a failure, I tell you. uh, Jeff Michael again says, I'm in the food industry right now, but considering fuel hauling. Well, I don't actually know any tanker. Well, I can't say I don't know any tanker drivers. Um, Pneumatic Brits out there. He's on YouTube. He does tanker hauling. Seven Seas has a tanker, I think, but he also has a flatbed, a step deck, and a car hauler. So he's like a jack of all trades. At least I think I'm right about that. Fabian says, "Cool. I have a question. September 2nd, 2022, got into an accident. September 2nd, 2022, got into an accident. I lost my right leg above the knee. Can I still drive? Will the doctors let me, or TPS? I think you mean DOT, let me. Um, I've actually seen some crazy things out here. You probably need, which leg did you say? Your right or your left? Right leg. I mean, you could drive left-footed though, if it's an automatic. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't. I'm sure there's some concessions that the company would have to give you in order to make your job a little easier. Do you have a prosthetic? Because if so, then that alleviates the problem right there. You can get in and out of the truck. You can, do everything you need to do for like drive-in, that kind of stuff. I don't think there'd be a problem, but that's just my opinion. I honestly don't know. Do your research, talk to a doctor, look into DOT regulations. If anybody knows that, guys, that's an interesting question. Put it in the comment section. That's almost worth having a discussion over. If there's a news channel out there listening, maybe maybe there's an article about people that are handicapped driving semi trucks. That'd be interesting to. There's probably no news channels interested in that out there. Oversized probably pays the best, for obvious reasons. Tanker Yankers pays very well, without the typical away from home time. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of what I was saying. I think flatbeds or step decks, a lot of those guys, they get paid very well. Do your research, guys. If you're gonna get into trucking and pay matters, obviously pay matters. We all want to pay our bills, but if pay is the most important thing to you, I would actually caution you not to get into trucking. That's just my opinion. You do what you want to do, but trucking is not just about making money. And if you think it is, you're getting into it for all the wrong reasons. Just my opinion, but take it or leave it, throw it away, throw it in the garbage, put it down the garbage disposal. Do what you want with that one. Conventions? Oh, convention hauling. Yeah. That's a very niche there. Convention hauling does pay well. I don't think they make more than heavy haul, but they do pay well. They do pay well. Tim Wolf, can we get a push up for Jesus? Woo woo! Always, man. Always give a push up for Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Just saying. Worship. Yep, definitely. Baby in, yes. Guys, my mind gets lost after the comment, so just leaving me a comment saying yes, I would get a little lost in. I'm guessing you're saying yes, you're a truck driver. So if so, thank you for watching, driver. I really do appreciate it. Cool, thanks. You're welcome. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. Don't give me so much credit. I don't think I did a darn thing for you. Trucking City Media says, nice. The Grumpy Old Trucker. I'm actually friends with a gentleman that has a handicap disorder that drives a big truck. Well, there you go. So I guess it is a possibility. Guys, I got 59 people in there. I don't know how many people have hit that thumbs up, but can you go do that for me, please? If you're on the vertical feed, you go up and click the 3 dots, go down, hit that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps me in the algorithm. It really helps me with YouTube. Sometimes YouTube doesn't really like channels, and how you beat them is, if you want to help a channel out, guys, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Don't tell everybody, though. This is a big secret. If you really want to help a channel out, This is what you do. You watch all their videos, you hit the thumbs up, you comment, and then you come back and comment again. And then you watch the video again. The more you do that, the more it helps the channel. So if you really want to help a channel, that's what you do, guys. I'm just giving you some advice. I'm not saying you have to do that to my channel or Trucking City Media or Midlife Trucker or the Grumpy Trucker or Trucking with Liberty. I'm not saying you have to do it to all those, but I would if I were you, because those are all great channels. All right, moving along. Oh, ran out of comments, guys. 86 people in here. I just jumped down. Okay, a lot of people in here. It's jumping all over the place. I don't even know how many at this point. And there are no comments. You, leave me a comment. You, leave me a comment. It's trucking hard, guys. If you're new into this one, it's trucking hard. And if it is, why do you think it's hard? Is it other drivers, mental stress, emotional stress? And guys, before you mock me for saying emotional stress, you don't know how annoying it is when somebody cuts you off, drives by you, slows down, hits the horn, and flips you off. That's emotional stress, dude. I'm telling you, that's emotional stress. And it can get to you. It can make you crack. All right. Trucking City Media, comment. You know what? I take it all back. Forget Trucking City Media. No, I'm just joking. He thinks he's being funny. All right, guys. It's been a great show. Always remember, truckers are people too. Guys, go down, subscribe, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Go check out all these channels. Y'all are awesome. I got to go get some sleep. See you on the next live. Stay safe out there, everybody.